purposes of this because we wanted to get to 4 to 6 themes. So we picked the most responsive 4 to 6 themes across all the P's. The P's will resurface later in terms of our branding and our communications, but they're not important in terms of defining and prioritizing our directions. Does that make sense? Great question. See, it wasn't at all a stupid question. Anything else? Yes? What will Harper look like if we are successful in pursuing this direction? Yes, exactly. So that's the thing where you say, okay, what are the kinds of outcomes that will be produced if we pursue this direction, right? Who are the kinds of stockholders that we will need to engage, internal, external, in order to be successful? And then in terms of a SWOT analysis, where are we today versus where this says we're going to go, these outcomes, and where do we have our strengths and where do we have limitations, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So when you come back to your report out, and again, I'm not going to spend any more time on this because your facilitators are ready to help you with this, but your report outs will be, did I say, is it 10 minutes each, 5 minutes each? I forget, I'm sorry. Yeah, 8 to 10 minutes each is what you need to package into. Now, the timelines for this morning, can we throw them back up on the wall? Because I can't remember. I'm sorry, I could do it, Sheila. Maybe I can't do it. Oh, you have it? Okay, your facilitators have it. We're essentially adding some time to your breakout rooms so that we're going to come back in and we're trying to compensate you for the time that we've given. So your facilitators know this. Your SWOT analysis, back to the last slide, that's kind of like the optional step. If you have time, you get to it. So, you do it. The first steps are the ones that take priority. And then when we go through your report out, when you guys come back in, spend some time on your report because that really is what, remember, now you're focusing each team on a different strategic direction, okay? So when you come out of that, your other teams are only going to know as much about that as you share. So that cross-pollination is important. And then we're going to go through a discussion, ask questions, and have to have some discussion about which of these, remember 6, should they become 4, and which of those are the most important of the 6. And we'll do that as a committee of the whole. So your report outs become important so that other people in the room get some insight into your discussion. Follow? Yes? No. Your facilitators, the limit is time. I mean, you can only dream so much, and you'll have to make that decision in your group. Yeah? How are we doing? Well, guys, let me tell you where you are. If sometimes you get so far into a process like this, especially at the end of days when it's like, can we get to the damn the drinking now? You've been in this room a lot. You've been doing a lot of work. All I'm going to ask you to do is run through the tape because honestly, you've done enough work that you could just punt and say, give it to the planning team, and they can figure it out from here. But you know what? This additional step is more meat that the planning team can really make sure they've connected to the thought processes. So, put your personal stamp on this, but also remember to honor your external people that were in the room. All right? What were the thoughts that you heard? Make sure they get carried through to the thought process in your discussion group. And again, remember, it's all about building community through student success. So when you look at each of your statements, those outcomes should get to that end game, building community through student success. Any further questions? Remember to check out by 11. We'll see you back here at the end of the breakout. Yeah, Sheila.
You have new groups, so we passed out those assignment sheets. A, B, C, and D are in here.
A, B, C, D is here. E and F is there. All right. Yeah.